episode 4. We missed last week's, of course, due to conflict at the time.
There was no way we were going to be able to make it happen last week.
But we're back anyway. Hope that should be good. So, we do a Johnston every week. So yeah, I'm Robert.
I'm Steve.
But you already knew that by now, hopefully. Unless you're new here, but anyway, not to waste time. Takeover and Royal Rumble weekend. We're a bit late for that.
Yeah, a little bit, but
a little bit late.
They were both fairly good shows. They're both really good shows, in fact.
Yeah. Takeover.
Well,
first as always.
You know what to expect in Takeover, and more often than not, you get it.
Exactly.
You always get great matches. Exactly. We probably saw the best match in NXT history.
Absolutely, and that is Almas and Gargano.
Yeah.
According to Dave Meltzer, first 5-star match since, I believe, Punk and Cena.
Punk and Cena at Money.
In WWE, at least.
In WWE, that was the last one, yeah. Punk and Cena.
The first ever 5-star match in NXT's history. So that's good for them. They get themselves on the star rating. Mind you, every takeover they get like the 4.5, 4, and somewhere in that 4 range anyway. Like almost every match nowadays in takeover. But very good accomplishment from the both.
It was a great match. Yeah.
Like I said, they can only grow. Be interesting to see what match they can produce in the future once they get that even more experience in their side.
Yeah, I mean they're both experienced guys already. So.
Yeah.
But because the idea of NXT being developmental, when in a sense they have developed that WWE, like the whole ideology of being a WWE performer, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I love seeing how they perform, and it's interesting to see how they'll be actually in terms of their limitations. I'd love to see them one day doing a thing where you don't get NXT versus WWE, but more with WWE going towards NXT. So like maybe having some of the veterans of WWE that aren't really being used go down to NXT, maybe put off a little storyline. They're doing this whole big faction warfare down there anyway. It'd be nice to introduce a WWE based one.
I think it devalues their main roster guys if they lose to an NXT guy, because NXT is still seen like that level below.
Yeah, it's like that.
And then you see
how WWE sees them versus how we see them.
And then you saw what happened in the Royal Rumble when you had Almas and Randy Orton.
Yeah. So, speaking of the Rumble in NXT though, it wasn't just Almas that made a surprise appearance in the Rumble. Also Adam Cole.
Baby.
Yeah, I think it was only them two. I'm not sure if there was anyone else from the men's side.
From the men's NXT, it was just those two. Yeah.
I believe from the women's it was Ember, Kyrie.
I think that was it.
And I think that was it from them as well, unless I'm forgetting anybody.
You would have expected the Iconic Duo maybe as well, but they're both on TV for a bit.
What are they doing with them? Both sides, both NXT and WWE. What's even going on with them? Is one of them injured or something? I'm not sure. It's fine. I'm
not 100% sure. I have a suspicion, but I'm not really want to. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I thought they were going to come up when they introduced instead of apps. When
they could have done
doing that, I thought they were going to be one of the ones that came up. In Rumble, I thought they were going to come up. I presume it's going to be a Raw SmackDown after Mania now. There's no point bringing them up now from WrestleMania.
It could be, yeah. Although I thought. I was thinking if you put the title on one of them first, but they didn't really need it at this stage.
At this point, with the competition I've got...
I think if they were going to do it, they'd have put it on Peyton in the 4-way.
Yeah, that would have been a good spot.
When Ember won it.
Yeah. Because they didn't really capitalise on Kairi Sane's win from the Mae Young Classic. That's what I thought they were going for.
Well, she's been injured, hasn't she? She's had an injury, but...
She was part of the 4-way match.
Yeah, but, I mean, since then.
Yeah.
Why, they didn't really do an Ember and Kyrie singles program?
No.
Because Kyrie's only just come back.
So Royal Rumble, you had, surprisingly, 2 good Rumble matches. Considering for the last few years they can't even get 1 Rumble match, right? They've gotten 2 right in one night.
I think that's a bit arguable on the Women's Rumble. I think it was. I think it was good, but I think a lot of the early.
From expectations to how they performed, I think.
Definitely, it was a good match. It was one of the better Rumbles recently for sure.
Yeah.
But I think early on, it took a little while to get going.
Yeah.
Like when you got to the final 6 or final 4, it was really good.
Do you agree with the whole chucking over the top rope rule with them? Because there's more you can't consider instead. Because I look at it from a height perspective as well. Like if the average, they're all smaller than like But I think about the same height as the cruiserweights are. Would it not be like more suitable to have them just thrown through the middle rope? I know sometimes it can look really stupid.
Because
at the same time, I looked at the Rumble, unless they can improve on the elimination.
No one got hurt.
Oh no, that's not what I mean. I mean, like in terms of how they looked when they were getting eliminated. Like you had one of the basic examples I saw was Lana when she got thrown over. She got chucked over the top rope. She landed on the ring and then rolled over.
Because she can't work, innit?
Yeah, but there's a few of them like that though. It's just
like Kelly and Tori Wilson.
Oh my god.
The ones who really can't work.
Oh god. I think it's just me not being used to that sort of style for their battle royals.
I think if you make it a middle rope elimination, it instantly devalues it compared to the men's Royal Rumble. So
that's
I think it had to be the same, and it worked alright.
They'll get better over time. So.
Yeah,
it'll look more natural as the match looks more natural.
It was the first time. And then you add into that people who probably haven't worked in a long while. Like your Molly Holly, your Michelle McCall, your Tori Wilson, Kelly.
McCall impressed me in that match. I loved her in the match. Although I think she looked one too many.
Well, they gave her the Undertaker spot, didn't they? Which is quite funny in its own right. But you could tell she hadn't worked in a while, I would say. But it was impressive. She was good.
Yeah, I was a fan of Molly Holly. And she came out.
She came in
the moon song. I don't know if she was going for like a front flip and then intake a hurricanrana or not, or she was going just for like a front flip where she landed and she fell down with her. I think it was with Sasha. I'm not too sure.
I mean, she came in with like instantly, having not worked in 15 years, one of the best people in the ring.
Well, someone who really impressed from the return of Trish.
Yeah.
She looked good as always. Honestly, it shows. She showed her. I love the interaction between her and Sasha.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember who else did the boss tournament. It was her and someone else. I can't remember who it was.
Was it Mickey?
Her or Asuka. Asuka.
It was Asuka.
Yeah, I think Trish did it first. It was like she was like that, and then you had like Asuka go. Like Asuka's really good at like exaggerating poses.
Yeah, Asuka.
Like,
it's just her charisma. She's very charismatic.
I'm just
for someone who can't speak the language.
Yeah, I'm just a huge mark for Asuka. But she does it in a way, like, every time she speaks in Japanese, it's like, well, I don't know what to say, I don't know, come on.
I heard on, like, a podcast.
When she gets really, like, hyper and speaking Japanese, I'm like, yeah, what she said, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what she's saying.
I heard a discussion on a podcast the other day, I think it was Post Wrestling, where they said, do people like Asuka and Nakamura, would they benefit from a manager as a mouthpiece? Asuka, you really don't think so, because
I think I don't really gravitate to her talking. I gravitate more to her energy. Yeah. She's very kinetic in terms of how she can just draw you in as a fan. Like you see her, she's so hyper, so charismatic to her. And every time she goes really into her promo, speaking in Japanese, that is.
Yeah.
You just feel like you know you kind of know what she's saying, but you don't know what she's saying.
Yeah. And because of that, even though she doesn't speak the language, she doesn't need a manager because you still get the energy.
And when she speaks, and one of the best things about her when she does speak in English, anything she says in English from now on, you can turn into a catchphrase. Yeah. It don't really sound horrible saying that now. Actually, think about it.
I mean, who thought
nobody's ready for Asuka? I was like,
I mean, that became a catchphrase out of nothing.
Oh god, she's just awesome, and I'm glad she won all.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how I feel this bit though.
Yeah. Well, after the match.
I don't know how I feel.
They're both champions, Charlotte and Alexa.
Yeah.
Are in the ring, and who walks out but the former UFC bantamweight champion, Ronda Rousey.
I don't know how I feel because I'm. It's a good question. If you say, "Oh, are you glad Ronda Rousey in WWE?" I am.
Yeah.
Would you like to see her wrestle at WrestleMania? I absolutely would. Would you like to see her as champion maybe at WrestleMania? Why not? Would you like to see her debut as soon as Asuka wins her first ever women's Rumble? No, not really. Do I think she should have been in the Rumble match? No, not really.
No.
I feel like a really good time of debut. Oh, I don't know. It's like it depends what brand she was going to go on. I take it she's on Raw. You can't have to put on Raw.
I imagine she would be, but they're kind of setting up.
Imagine if she did this right. Imagine if she did that. Asuka won the Rumble. She does the whole. I don't know why she didn't pick her opponent when Shinsuke had to all of a sudden off the spot. Like, oh Shinsuke, who are you facing?
Yeah.
What? Can't not wait until I get a.
I think in theory she would have had to, but then Ronda Rousey came out.
Yeah.
But then on Raw,
she
they
could
did the
be
whole...
on a Raw night after.
Oh, but then they said, we're going to let you wait because there's an elimination chamber.
Oh, they could have had Ronda debut in Raw after Mania.
But do you... What?
It's a bit of a weird one because it's like you book now, but there's the problem with this. But if you book then, that looks good. But there's a problem with that, and it's like got to find the right. I just feel the
I'm a bit on the fence on it, to be honest. In the sense of, was that the right time for her to debut? Point at the sign.
What's the point at the sign? No, come on. What's the pointing? Like, you get it. You go to WrestleMania. Like, I think. And also, she was a bit too happy. I know she's a fan. Yeah. She's there, but I would love to see her.
If they booked her more like...
Just imagine if, say,
think of Shayna in the NXT.
And also, you can also do... I know you got on your theme song. I know that was a really good thing, and I think you were like a massive mark for that.
I'm marked out for the music, 100%.
But imagine this. This might actually be a bad idea when I finish saying it, but imagine if she did it, and then lights went out.
Yeah.
Lights came back on. You got Asuka, Charlotte and Alexa, but then behind them is Ronda Rousey just in a hoodie, hood up like that. Like you can probably still see her face, but like because you could
cut her into the Undertaker all of a sudden.
No, she can stand at any point in the ring, in front of them, behind them, beside them, outside the ring, inside the ring, anywhere. Just have lights come out, she's there, or just have her come out in a hoodie in general. Just have her all seriousness, stare at Asuka. Stare at Charlotte, stare at her, walk out, stare at McMahon, point the sign, leave.
I don't think so. I think you need that instant pop when the music hits, because everyone knows that music.
Well, you can have the music. I'm just saying, in general, she just needs to come out more. She just came out more serious.
Yeah.
Obviously, when she did interviews after, she could be all happy, smiling, going, "I'm here to stay." But I feel like she just sent a message, proper message. Instead of "Oh, I'm here as a fan."
Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going? High fives all around.
I didn't like how she was.
It's like the Bailey version of Ronda Rousey. It's like all smiley, all giddy.
Yeah. It's like if you're gonna cross Bailey and Shayna Baszler, that's what you get.
But one thing I did like, I liked Asuka's reaction to it all. Like she was like, "Oh, Asuka, do you want a handshake? Let's have a handshake." Yeah, no.
And then Asuka Ronda Rousey there.
I know. It's like, come on, man.
Because then it goes back.
It's like they almost reversed the rules. Like Ronda Rousey with the smiley, I can kill you any moment I want to. But then Asuka was like the Rousey.
And then it's a callback, obviously, to MMA fans are gonna know this after the second Misha Tate fight when Ronda refused to shake her hand.
Yeah, but going on to a thing about Rousey at WrestleMania. What do you think they're doing with her? Because I did a WrestleMania big prediction. I've done these little, on WWE.com you've got the match card, and you go, then that's a match, like a picture of Shane and Taker when you did the WrestleMania thing or something. They do little images of when they match ups. I did that for a WrestleMania card, and I have it being, I think I had Charlotte Asuka. I had a Alexa versus heel Sasha versus Bayley triple threat.
See, I'm hearing Alexa Nia is what they're going for, I think.
But Nia's not going to be at WrestleMania now.
She not?
Well, she's got to face Asuka for that right to be a triple threat match.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
she could lose that, but then still go for the other title.
Well, no, she's not a free agent. She can't go for the Raw Women's title. Unless Asuka...
She's on Raw.
No, but she's facing...
Nia's on Raw.
The Raw Free Elimination match she's in is that if she beats Asuka, she gets to join her and Alexa in a triple threat match at Mania. Unless Asuka ducks that matchup and goes for Charlotte, and then Nia goes for Alexa, saying, "Well, she's not going to go for a title anyway. I might as well fight for the title now."
Yeah.
But then you got the Elimination Chamber match for that. I feel like they're going. I've put also that they're going to do a Mae Young Classic version of Andre Giant Battle Royal for the pre-show, which then I think Nia should dominate that. And then have for the SmackDown have Asuka versus Charlotte, and then have the triple threat with heel Sasha, Bayley, Alexa. Then I also have the rumoured tag team match they got built.
Yeah.
Her and The Rock versus Triple H.
Well, is it going to be The Rock though?
But I've taken The Rock out the equation and added Braun.
Yeah, that's
because I had for a long time since Survivor Series they're going to do Triple H versus Braun. But if they're doing a tag match, why not just throw Braun into the mix?
Yeah, well, it would be. It would be if they can't get Rock. I would imagine it is Braun because they've got that callback to Survivor Series. I don't know what The Rock's filming schedule is.
You can imagine now it's like Triple H, Stephanie versus Rock and Shane. You get Triple H going, "Rock ain't gonna show up," and then maybe you can say, "Oh, The Rock can't make it" or something, and then you can have well, you're going to Ronda, you're new here, no one really wants you to be your partner at WrestleMania. And he said, bro, and he's like, that'd be pretty cool. Plus, just seeing Braun and Ronda like face to face, that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, obviously, if they can get Rock, they will get Rock.
Obviously, yeah.
But
they wouldn't miss an opportunity to get
no.
Rock
But
at WrestleMania.
is he filming anything then? You're the expert.
It's not just that. It's not just filming. It's insurance now.
Yeah.
It's like
But that's what I mean.
I was reading something about since I'm following 1996 Shawn Michaels' career, I've also followed some other storylines. I learned about the Mr. Perfect situation back then. He was insured because he had like an injury, because he was getting so much money from it. He couldn't wrestle. I know Rock's like not injured, but it's sort of, they insured him for similar reasons, because he got injured with Cena.
It's because he got injured in the Cena match at WrestleMania 29.
Yeah, so
and they had to delay. I think it was Hercules.
Yeah, and it cost him a lot of money. So now he's pretty much insured, so he can't wrestle unless he can get out of it.
No,
I don't think Rock's not going to go. I don't think
no production companies are going to let him wrestle now.
Would the Rock keep coming back there? He's sure, but I don't think he's ever going to wrestle again. That's my opinion. I don't think he's going. I think the Cena match, well, technically the Eric Rowan match, was his last ever match. It's a bold statement, but I'm just saying I think he's way too much into Hollywood at the minute, more so than he's ever been.
Yeah.
I don't see why he would risk getting injured of stop his Hollywood career. He's at an age, he's made his money, he's got more money than anyone. I don't see why he would risk anything when he could be filming. Because he's doing so many projects as well, he's going to be filming constantly.
Yeah.
And he's now got a contract with Disney, and if Disney will never let him wrestle, ever.
No.
They're that big of a company that they'll never let him. They'll never.
Well, then you think, if the rumours are true about Fox going into WWE, not necessarily buying, but at least getting the TV rights, would Disney be able to get Rock on TV more? Because of the partnership there with Fox and Disney.
Well, it depends which area Fox buys the TV rights. Is it going to be the Fox that still gets to be Fox, or is it going to be Disney Fox? Fox has.
It would be the Fox that still gets to be Fox, because there's Fox Sports, but there's still a partnership there.
No, because Disney's bought a mass portion of Fox. They've bought pretty much all the entertainment stuff. Fox still has Fox News, Fox Sports.
Yes, it would be Fox Sports too. Yeah.
So if they do that, then Disney's got no touch on them. They don't own Fox Sports.
There must be. I know they don't own it. I know they don't own it, but there must be some communication there. There's vested interests either way.
No, I think the point of the deal was they get to completely alienate themselves from it. So it's almost like they're going, well, you bought this part of Fox, but you haven't. Once they bought Fox and they finally merged it all together, they wouldn't be known as Fox. Fox would be outside as Fox, but it wouldn't be like it would be a much more smaller version of what they were beforehand. They won't be doing any like TV shows, they won't be doing any movies, they won't be doing this and that. Which I think they need something like WWE to help. Like, I'm not going to say WWE is the biggest thing in the world, because it's nowhere near, but it's like, it's still a global thing. It's
the whole WWE TV deal situation is parallel to the UFC TV deal situation. UFC are on Fox, but there's rumours that they're going to be leaving Fox. Fox have a lot of money from the Disney thing, plus if they lose the UFC rights, they will need a lot of programming in that spot.
The reason why Fox
WWE have a lot of programming.
Yeah, and the reason why Fox haven't actually bought anything yet is because there hasn't anything gone through yet. They've got to go through the government.
Well, the TV deals aren't up for like a year.
Yeah, also the government's got to accept the deal. Yeah. Once they've accepted it, it's completely done. It's pretty much it's got to do paperwork, do stuff like get the transition period through, which will take about a year, maybe 2, depending on how big of a company it is. Considering Fox is quite big, probably close to 2, but. Yeah, Fox can't buy anyone yet because they haven't got the money to buy anyone.
But by the time the TV deal all goes through, I would imagine they're in a position to.
I think with Fox, the situation's going to be they're going to buy the TV rights, or at least they're going to seem like they're going to buy WWE TV rights.
They're going to be interested for sure.
And then, if I think they're going to do it as a trial run, it's like I feel like if WWE does really well with Fox, they're going to make attempt to buy them. I don't see why any business, if something's going right for them, why they wouldn't try and get full, like...
Yeah, well, they're going to be in a position to do that completely.
I can see any situation. I mean, even if they were to ever be sold, I think they'd keep the hierarchy the same. I don't think they'll just outright go, okay, Vince, off you go, Shane, off you go, Steph, off you go. I think they'll keep them because it works. Especially with Triple H. If there's anyone that deserves that entire family deserve this
Well,
thing.
that'll be similar to the... Yeah.
I think then because it's not just from a business perspective, it's from a household name perspective, it's from a notoriety. So it's like they go, well, we'll buy you, we'll have the ownership of WWE, but we'll keep you as like the I don't know, maybe keep him as like the chairman or CEO.
Yeah, well, it's similar to when UFC sold last year for $4 billion.
Like
they sold to
stuff like that. So like.
They sold to WME. They didn't go right. Dana White, get out. Joe Silver, get out. Even though he did leave in the end.
Yeah.
Dana White is still. I think he's still technically the president, but he's more of a figurehead now.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what convinced me. Like, because when you discuss like predictions of like WWE's future, you were saying like, oh, they'll just keep passing it down. I think it'll be both. I think it'll be as I've looked into it further. I think it'll end up being like Fox will be the owners of it. They'll be like when you look at WWE, the owner will be Fox.
Do you not see a scenario where Fox could maybe buy 50%? And have Vince still own the other 50%.
I think it'll be a thing where in a contract with Vince, because he'll want stability for his family, they'll probably work in the deal where Vince says, okay, you can have it, you get pretty much, you can control it if you want to, but at least keep the McMahon legacy like running throughout. So maybe say like an ironclad contract where they get like Vince, the McMahon family gets that kind like almost like a hierarchy, but you like it's like similar to how countries run. I know it's a weird comparison, but it's like the UK's one. You've got like the monarchy or pretty much the figureheads of the country, but then you've got the parliament who actually runs it. Like,
yeah. Okay.
I know it's a weird analogy, but it's just like, yeah. So that's the Rumble Takeover Ronda stuff.
Right. Yep. That was a bit of a tangent we just got on, but right now, Prediction League.
Yes, Prediction League.
Do you have the results, or do you need me to find the results?
I have the results. For the takeover, I won 4-3. Predictions for the Rumble, you won 4-2.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Dan.
I'm just finding the exact results here. I think I have them.
Yeah, I think it turned out. No, I think yeah, 7-6 you at the minute after the weekend.
Okay.
So far, 7-6 to you. So is that what you want? Is that what we want for the...
What? The Prediction League?
Yeah.
7-6 to me at this stage. I'm just trying to find the actual... what we got. I know I had Nakamura for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
For TakeOver, I had everyone... I think we both had Undisputed Era. Trying to think. No, I picked Gargano to win.
Yes, you did.
And you had Shayna to win.
I down myself. You got Undisputed Era, Velveteen Dream, Ember Moon, and Aleister Black.
Yeah.
And I got Andrade Cien Almas, Undisputed Era, and Aleister Black. So I had Shayna. I also had Ono, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Rumble. If you know, Rumble I won 4-2. You had AJ Styles and the Usos.
Yep.
I had The Bar, the Usos, Brock Lesnar, and Shinsuke Nakamura. So overall, it's 7-6 to me. We will continue to do this for every pay-per-view and NXT special this year.
Yeah. I've got a nice little Excel document. Actually, I've got like an Excel. Right. Like I've done everything. Like I've highlighted all the Raw SmackDown shows on dual branded NXT.
Yeah.
So once it's all done, we'll obviously have the big score. You can even reveal scores like subdivisions as well. Like who got the most takeover scores right and stuff like that. Like who was the best for the big five and stuff like that. So, but yeah.
There may be some other random little predictions, or bonus predictions in there.
Possibly.
One of which could be UFC 225. CM Punk versus Mike Jackson. That is the rumour.
DDP of the UFC. The 39-year-old rookie.
Let me find this article then. I believe it was first reported by MMA Fighting that there is talks between CM Punk, the UFC, and Mike the Truth Jackson.
I don't know if this news was it yesterday it came out?
A few days ago.
Yes, I know you wanted to get all over this.
I sent it to you. I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah,
because I am the resident MMA mark, for lack of a better term. So UFC announced their Chicago pay-per-view a few days ago. Instantly, it was...
Is that an official thing, or is that like still? Or is
They,
still like the...
they officially announced the pay-per-view.
Okay, so it's an actual...
So then
okay.
people were like...
Yeah. Well, sure, you said Punk's got to be on it.
Well, yeah. Well, also a few weeks ago, his coach Duke Rufus said that they're training and he's gonna get ready to take another fight. So with those two coming together, it was looking likely that Punk would fight on that card. Now Mike Jackson, the guy who's supposed to be the opponent, he actually fought Mickey Gall in the CM Punk sweepstakes, where basically the winner would fight CM Punk. He lost to Mickey Gall a lot quicker than CM Punk did, in fact. So, obviously with CM Punk not being able to beat Mickey Gall, they're obviously going to the guy Mickey Gall beat.
Who's the current bantamweight champ that beat Holly Holm?
Holly Holm lost to Misha Tate, and then Misha Tate lost to Amanda.
Oh right, no, okay. I was trying to say, I was trying to put like an analogy saying, oh, they're faster and quicker than that, and like, yeah. Don't worry, just.
But then Nunes, who is the current champion, beat Ronda a lot quicker than Holly did.
Okay, lovely.
He beat her in like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Back to the welterweight division though.
Okay, yeah, but back off we go, yeah.
So yeah, this is interesting. On paper, it is a more winnable fight for CM Punk. I don't think he's going to win. But
okay, the question is, we all know he's going to lose. But how quickly is he going to lose? I don't know, I got a feeling...
Mike Jackson...
I've got a feeling he might take it to second round.
Mike Jackson isn't a good fighter.
Yeah, but neither CM Punk.
Yeah. No.
Oh God, I just...
I think Mike Jackson, he's an MMA journalist who also fights, basically. He's a journalist, he's a photographer as his day job. He's interviewed fighters on cards he's been on, I believe. So, that shows the level of opponent CM Punk is having. Obviously, you're not expecting much at this stage.
Yeah.
But...
I can see a shock CM Punk win. But even if he wins, what does it
I can see him win it. I don't think it's going to happen, but I can see it.
Like, I just don't get what it does for him. Like, he's 39, right? I know. It's like a big joke of it now. Like, oh, he's 39. I don't know how old UFC fighters go to. Like on average.
Around that age, probably on average. Some go into their 40s.
Say he does beat him. What after that? What's the most realistic direction of be going in? Like?
Yeah, well, it's going to be another opponent on a similar level.
Like, how long would it even? Let's say he kept collecting wins after this, right? How long would it be until he fought like whoever the champion is?
Oh, at least 10 good wins.
So you're assuming that he gets maybe 2 to 3 fights a year. You're looking at
He hasn't done so far.
No, but I'm saying like in terms of let's just say
the average UFC.
I'm being optimistic with this one. So like, let's say optimistically he had 2 to 3 fights a year.
The average fighter probably has 3.
So you're probably saying
then you have some extreme cases.
You're looking at a minimum of 3 years before you have a potential sniff at a title. Let alone actually.
He also trains with the champion, so he's not going to have a title fight. I don't even know why we're talking about this. It's so ridiculous.
So what the hell's the point of him being there then? Like.
So yeah, basically the article came out from Ariel Helwani on MMA Fighting.
I know he's wrestling, but I'm just like, what's he doing? Like, there's so much more than himself that he should have been thinking about. He's got to think about, like, for example, right? He'd have to go to, I think, to, like, I don't know if it's somebody go to UFC, but, like, but the fact is, but either way, that's where he went to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand how, like, Punk. Like why Punk left? Because he's got to think about more
because he doesn't
himself.
enjoy the WWE.
Yeah, but he's got to think about more himself though. Like with him, the way he left, for one, I believe his contract was only a few more months afterwards. Anyway, I don't see why.
I think it was that summer. So
I don't see why he could have just done his date, left, at least go. Okay, I'm leaving, but can you at least make sure you treat AJ right? Like just, I know he's.
There's a lot more to do it. If you think back to the lawsuit with the doctor, the staph infection.
I know
the staph infection that the doctor ignored that could have killed him.
Yeah. And I get that part of it. It's just everything else that followed it, like the fact that the way he just bashed Owie constantly, talking like this and that.
I think a lot of what he did afterwards wasn't entirely necessary.
I know. If he did his dates, right, then left, and then like gone, okay, I'm leaving, I need to take a break from wrestling. I feel like even if you don't mean it, saying it to them, like go, okay, thank you for your time. I want to kill you, but thank you for your time, nonetheless. I hate your guts, but thank you very much. I say, if I was Punk, I'd go to the summer. Maybe, like, just do his dates. As much as I know it'd probably have him so much pain. And then go, okay, I'm not feeling myself at the moment, I need to take some time off from wrestling. And then leave, right? His contract's up, he's done his date, he's done the required of him. They'd be in a much more happier position with him.
Yeah. I think they're relaxed. They've relaxed a bit on it recently. Like you saw him in the build-up for the 25.
Yeah, they've seemed like they've tried to reintroduce him back into everything.
I don't think he left on bad terms. It's part of it was Vince being petty.
Yeah, I feel like
he talks about how he left, and he shook hands with Triple H when he left.
Yeah, I feel like the more like Triple H gets more control into the main roster as well as NXT, I think he will convince Punk to come back.
I don't think
Triple H has convinced so many people to come back though.
San
Martino and Moy are the biggest two examples.
Punk will not come back to wrestle. He will probably come back for one thing. He will not come back to wrestle.
I don't see why he can't have one last run.
Because he doesn't enjoy it and he doesn't need the money.
Yeah, but from from a closure standpoint, I don't see why you couldn't.
I'm thinking.
Again, okay, say about Royal Rumble time. Not this year, not next years.
If you're gonna bring up closure, I think he's more bothered about getting a UFC win than getting closure with the WWE. Getting closure to his UFC career.
As I say, time heals all wounds. So I feel like let's say this. Just follow me as I say this, and obviously then disagree with me, right?
I will.
But Royal Rumble time, say, I don't know, 2022, 2023, say like once he's like mid-40s, he'll go, Triple H can go to Punk and go, right, maybe he's collected a few wins, 1 or 2 wins, right?
He won't have to.
He's
gonna have one more
one single, like I said, one single win.
He's gonna lose. He's gonna have one more
from
fight.
Now it's like 5, okay, fine, anyway. Okay, whatever he does in UFC, doesn't matter, it's irrelevant, right. Triple H about December, January time goes, Punk, I'd like you back for one last time, from Rumble to WrestleMania. One last little run, and then you get a Hall of Fame spot the following year. Could you do that? We'll pay you good money. Bring AJ back as well if she wants to have a comeback. You know, I don't know about her side. She doesn't really talk much about wrestling from as well as I know.
No.
She's doing pretty much what Punk should have done. Just retire and then do her own thing. Does everything. So anyway, you go Punk from January to April. Could you do these dates? Or would even give you like maybe a part time, like a lesser schedule. So you just do TV show, the Raw or SmackDown to WrestleMania, and then you could just give some closure from both sides. So then
I don't think he wants closure. He doesn't.
No, not such closure. Just say just as a way of saying, well, I don't see how he'd want his fans to go, wow, that's how he left. His final match was at the Rumble, and then he just walked off. Like, it's like I wouldn't want that. Even if I felt love, just go. As much as I know, even though you don't love wrestling, just do this one WrestleMania match, and then Hall of Fame next year, and then off into the sunset. Yeah. I don't see why.
And he would say no.
I don't see why though. I don't see why any person.
Because he hates professional wrestling.
Oh my god. That's what made him the money though.
Yeah, but exactly. He doesn't need any more money. He's not going to come back to do it to make money. He's not going to come back to do it to wrestle.
Well, never know. Opinions can change over years.
Yes,
so.
But
yeah. As of this moment, it's clearly known that he doesn't not another wrestling anymore.
Mm.
He's stated that. So, but as time goes on,
As time goes on, sure, you've seen it with Borio and Bruno. I don't think it's going to happen yet, though.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't think he's going to wrestle. I think if he makes an appearance at any wrestling show, it's going to be all in.
But he's not in love with professional wrestling, though.
But he's friends with the Bucks.
Yeah, but there's friends of WWE he's friends with.
Yeah, he's not going to wrestle on the show. He might be there.
Hey, look, Kobe Kingston. Kobe Kingston, give him a quick call. Get him to join your New Day.
I think if he does one thing at all soon, it will be All In, and if it's in Chicago. If the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes...
I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to be too proud of his UFC stuff.
Yeah. Well, it depends how the fight in Chicago goes.
For the final bit for today's episode, recent bit of news came out. So, as I mentioned earlier about how Triple H gets more control in the ring roster, which has actually started to happen. He's actually gotten full control of 205 Live.
Well, that's what the rumours are. The rumours are that Vince has passed it.
Yeah, but that sort of stuff never really gets like official announcements until they actually.
Well, it's not going to get an official announcement from the company.
But it's pretty much like unofficially official at this point. So yeah, with Triple H taking over 205 Live, I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, I'm yet to see the previous 205 episodes since Drake Maverick time.
I saw last week's one with the Tyler Bate TJP.
Yeah.
I saw that one. I haven't seen this week's one.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a really good thing for them. I didn't even see a need for Vince to take over, run it in the first place, because since it's only on a network, like NXT, unless they've actually fully moved to USA now. But yeah, it's a network exclusive show like NXT, so I don't see why there was any reason why Triple H shouldn't run it. And honestly, I think Triple H should run the network wrestling. That could be a good thing now. Like, Vince runs TV, he runs network. Like, I think that works best for everybody.
Do you think?
Yeah, I feel like it's better for Vince. He doesn't have to work as much, which means also means he has a more clear focus on like Raw and SmackDown. I feel like Triple H will now. I feel like it will become a version of NXT, like in terms of the wrestling, like limitations and stuff.
I think the wrestling will improve because
wrestling will be more cruiserweighty. That's the description of it, cruiserweighty.
I would imagine Triple H takes all their limitations off, or not all of them, but some of them. He will try to make it.
It will be a medium, I think, between main roster and NXT. I think that's the best description I can come up with for 205 Live now.
Well, even
NXT. It'll almost be like NXT light, in my opinion. Like, it'll be like if you blended NXT with main roster, you get like that 50-50 of the two. Yeah. So it'll be like you'll still see essences of restriction, but it'll be like, well, we can't restrict everything.
They'll have a bit more freedom to do their own spots.
Yeah.
And
which will definitely show in terms of quality of that, which I think will make it grow. And about a year or two from now, Vince will retake over from it and try and take credit for it, because they never officially announced it. They could just say Vince took it all. But or Steph.
I think it started with like people coming in. So they had Tyler Bate do a match on there. They had Roderick Strong do a match on there. Next week they've got Mark Andrews.
What happened to Pete Dunne in 205? I swear to God, he came out and beat Enzo on Raw. Was that just an England thing, or was
that was just when Raw was in England?
Oh right, so. I think that's what they do. Because they actually introduced all the UK guys at 205 Live in one episode.
They did one episode in the UK. Because
here's
when they were in England, they didn't fly over the cruiserweights on the tour, so they needed some people for their show, basically.
So I'm loving this tournament. I'm glad they haven't actually announced a full bracket as well.
Yeah.
To my knowledge,
they haven't done.
No, okay, so that's good.
Keeping it a bit of a mystery.
Also, I'm really, really hoping. Like we've talked about how Punk are unlikely, but I could see Triple H coursing Neville back. Come on, I need Neville back in my life. Come on. He's my favourite. Honestly, I'm a big mark for Neville.
I would like to see him as a surprise entrant in the tournament.
Yeah, I know a lot of the rumours I see going, especially from Mania match predictions, are Rey Mysterio making an appearance at WrestleMania and being like a surprise, like filling the Hardys role for this year's Mania, like a surprise entrant.
In the cruiserweights, man.
Yeah. But I don't see Neville be that surprised.
I think Ray's too big of a name not to be on, or to be on 205 Live.
Well, I don't see why he couldn't, because the Triple H, you want big names. It's like saying stuff like Shinsuke Nakamura was too big for NXT or Samoa Joe. It's like, oh, they weren't on there. And It's Triple H. You can convince anyone to do anything.
Yeah. But I just don't think. I think if they brought Ray back, they would want him on the main roster.
But yeah, that's what they bring back on they do the Raw anyway, don't they? So I don't see why they'll do Raw. It's Raw appearances. I still think they should integrate cruiserweights with the main roster completely, or more than they have.
No.
They've got the cruiserweights with they've brought Goldust in.
That's weird. But I think that's one of the main downfalls last time was when they started. Because if they're bringing cruiserweights or they're integrating them with the main roster or the main guys, you're just going to see them get squashed by Braun Strowman every week.
Okay.
Like Enzo did for a little while.
Yeah, that's Enzo.
Yeah, but he was the champion.
I'm talking about Enzo
was the biggest star on the show when he jobbed to Braun Strowman.
But you can also argue that, say, well, are they just going to always forever be on the cruiserweight? Say, come on. Like, I would love this. I want to see guys like Cedric compete for the IC title and stuff like that. But that's what I'm meaning.
They could eventually, if they leave the cruiserweight division, they could.
Yeah,
that's what New Japan do well.
Like
Kenny Omega used to be a junior.
Like, I'd love to see stuff maybe on when they've got nothing to do for the cruiserweight, they can do here's a champ versus champ match, the cruiserweight champ versus the intercontinental champ.
They could do it, but they could do it occasionally.
They don't have to always mesh them together, but do they get several one-off shows?
They could do it occasionally.
Occasional. Here's a cruiserweight guy versus a non-cruiserweight guy.
I know. Miz
even give him a couple of wins over
Alexander or whatever.
Yeah. So I really hope it just it can be a lot more consistent from week to week basis, because I know they have they sometimes have a really good match that people can rave about for a week.
Yeah, they did. A couple weeks ago, I think it was Ali and Alexander, right?
Yeah, and also Ali and Neville from when he was still champ. So hopefully on a Triple H now with the talent bringing in, I hope the matches should improve a lot.
Yeah, so and they have started to a little bit in this tournament.
Yeah. But so that's all what to talk about for this week.
Yeah, that does it for this week. Yes, thank you again for watching.
Just before we set up a new Twitter account, I want to make sure that it gets thrown out there. We haven't actually had the Twitter handle on any of our previous videos, so you obviously have our individual Twitter accounts.
They will be on the screen now. Hopefully,
yes. But then we've also got, I believe, the handle. He'll put
the handle is right here now.
Yeah,
that's our new Twitter account at RTSF Productions.
But obviously, if we said that wrong, then it'll obviously be there. It'll sit anyway.
It's fine.
So, we'll see you next week.
Feel free to get in contact about anything you've seen on this show. Tweet the RTSF Productions account. Yeah, just if you have any big news things you read about, or any big rumours you want us to talk about, then any comments.
Obviously, check us up and let us know.
Any comments, any reactions to the show. Because
there's so much news going around, we might actually miss something. So if you see anything, or if there's any big videos, anything you want us to talk about, maybe you can type in, could you please do maybe top 5 of the week or something like that? We could possibly do that. Or if there's any old wrestling that you want us to review, just send it to us and we'll try to get through it. Yeah. Also, I'm going to try and set up a Facebook page for the show as well. Oh, right, that'd be good. That's everything else we're going to talk about for this week.